the difference has to be 25. That's not true. Their sum has to be 25. So that's my fault on how I was showing you that question. So now what you're going to do is take that 12 and divide each one of these by 12, and if you can reduce it, do reduce it. So p minus 16 over 12 becomes p minus 3 goes into both of them. No, 4 goes into both of them. 4 over 3. And this is p minus 3 goes into both of them. 3/4 equals 0. Okay? And actually, you don't have to rewrite this anymore. I know you can. 3p minus 4 times 4p minus 3 equals 0, and then find your answers. 3p minus 4 equals 0, 4p minus 3 equals 0, and then add 4, divide by 3. That's 4/3. When you add 4 and divide by 3, you get 4/3. And this one, you're going to add 3 and divide by 4. Add 3, divide by 4. And that's 3/4. Okay? And now we have one more question for this set of problems. So we're on 27. The issue with this question is that this has 2 spots after the decimal. So this is 36/100ths. This is 6/10ths, and this is 25/100ths. Well, what you're going to do is you're going to multiply by the biggest power of 10. That will give you that's going to give you integers. So what you're going to do here is multiply both sides by 100 instead of just multiplying by 10. And your question will be, well, how do you know to multiply by 100 instead of by 10? If you go back to the first question that we did in this set, and you wrote this with a fraction, you would write this as negative 36 over 100. This is 6 over 10. This is 25 over 100. So to get rid of something over 100, you multiply by 100. Okay, so this gives me negative 36n squared plus 60n. Be careful because I'm doing 100 times 0.6 moves the decimal twice. 1, 2, 1, 2. So minus 25 equals 0. Now, is there a greatest common factor in all of those numbers? Yes. However, the first thing that I don't like about this is that it has a negative out front. So let's get rid of that negative out front by dividing by a -1. This gives me 36n squared minus 60n plus 25 equals 0. So let me see. A 6 goes into these two. It doesn't go into that. 5 goes into these two. It doesn't go into that. 9 goes into this one. 4 goes into... So actually this doesn't have any common factors. I think just before dividing by -1, I think I did say that it has a common factor. I don't think it does anymore. So let's just try to solve this using the Lizzie method. This is sort of an ugly looking question. Let's do 25 times 36. And 900 equals 0. So the factors of 900, that add up to 60. How about 30 and 30? 30 and 30, they add up to 60. Multiply up to 900. So I think that's going to be our answer there. N minus 30 times n minus 30 equals 0. And then, of course, we need to divide by 36. So now I'm going to take 30 over 36, and remember that 6 goes into both of these numbers. 6 goes into 35 times, so this is going to be 5, 6, and 5, 6. I'm going to rewrite this, and hopefully you follow. that this is n minus 5 over 6 squared equals 0. Okay? See that? So this is 6n minus 5 squared equals 0. And if you were to square root both sides, which I don't know if you know this step yet. If you don't, just solve it this old way, that's fine. But this is going to be 6n minus 5 equals 0. So we're going to add 5 and divide by 6 in one step. Add 5, divide by 6. So there you have it, n equals 5, 6. The interesting thing about this question is that you only have one answer for a quadratic. And that does happen sometimes. It's just a special case when you get one answer for a quadratic. Okay? So that's for that problem set on page 88, numbers 22 through 27 on the in the Math 1 book. I hope you enjoyed it and learned a lot from it.